Happy to see participants of our educational program here. Hello, Chris. Hi, David. Hello, Christina. Welcome, yes. Oksana, are you here? Andrew from Doubletop, are you also here? Do well? You can unmute yourself in the left part of the corner of your screen. Andrew? Okay, perfect. Hi, Jess. Oksana? Let's start. I see that Oksana has some issues with her account. Okay, maybe I will open the meeting today. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ivan Maltsev. I'm a general partner at 3x Capital, and today I'm very happy to open the meeting in our Metaverse space. It will has actually a few parts. So the first one, we invited our friends from Ukraine in order to present their amazing project, charity project that they are launching together with other partners in order to support our country right now. And I'm very proud that we had also a chance to participate in this project as well. Then I will take a stage and present to you the updates on the blockchains, on the major blockchains like Ethereum, Binance, and other chains. So we will see different metrics and data that might help you to better understand the current state of the market. And after that, I will give a word to Petra, who will speak about decentralized finance, about different updates in this area. And we will close the meeting, of course, with Oksana, who will introduce you a new updated program that currently we prepared for our participants. I see that everyone is here. Dmitro, I'm happy to invite you to the stage. Huge round of applause to you, Dmitro. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Let me share screen here. Hi everyone. My name is Mitro Kuriksha. I'm from Ukraine, and I'm an entrepreneur. And more than 19 years from now, I'm in IT sphere, computer science sphere. For the last maybe 3-4 years, I'm with my team, with my friends. We were diving in the crypto sphere, NFTs, but always from the product perspective. What we can bring from our experience here. And as you know, last year, maybe a year ago, the war began in Ukraine, and through all the year we were fighting. We keep fighting, and
am I audible?
And in the middle of that year, we came to idea how to multiply our donations. What we can do to bring more value and more help to our guys who are fighting, to everyone in Ukraine. So we created the first national NFT collection featuring the cats of armed forces of Ukraine, and we call it cats. Let me explain there that in Ukraine it's common to call the guys from the armed forces like cats. Our cats, everybody calls cats. They show them as cats on the photos. They call their like faces with cats. So we created a 10,000 unique NFT hero cats from different spheres, doctors, marine cats, journalists, and everyone who really defends their homeland, yeah, from the enemy, from economic front, from the war field. So now you have such an opportunity to create your own cat, to mint one of your cats from our collection. And the very important part here that our aim was not just create some collection, just trying to market it or something like that. We are creating the digital identity in Ukraine, and so we understood that we need to bring the high level of people here. So we partnered with our connections. We partnered with United 24, and United 24 is a platform which was launched by the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, as the main venue and the main platform to bring the nation, to bring help from all over the world. Maybe you've heard about this platform, about its ambassadors from all over the world who helps to bring the victory to Ukraine. So we have the highest support in Ukraine on that level. And we are planning to continue to not even promote, but to popularize this collection in the world through that ambassador, through this fund, to create the digital identity, and not just flags, not just some military equipment, but real digital assets like NFTs. And NFTs for that is a great thing. So our mission actually is not to sell the collection, not even to gather some money for donation, but to show the heroism of our people, to the heroism of Ukraine, and to engrave in the cats everybody from Ukraine, the cats of the Ukrainian forces. So to leave that symbol of the Ukrainian strength for the future times, to leave it in history. So this is our mission. And actually the first goal, the first milestone is to mint the collection. So the overage, like our first goal to mint the collection and together $1 million. So I later will show you the ETH price of the item, but we decided to raise $1 million by selling all the cats. And the most important part, that our team consists of more than 10 people. Actually, we created all this stuff by ourselves. The contract itself, it's not like some generator or something like that. We create contract from the scratch. We created the website, not even website, but all the media scheme. We even added the payments by cards. And the most important part, that the 100% of that money goes to United 24. So we want to bring all that money to our armed forces. So we are not trying to collect something for ourselves. So it's 100% donation. It's very important because there are many collections who are trying to gather some money and promote, leave something for promotion, leave something for that. This is our collection, our cats, just to make to see what it looks like. The different cats, the different equipment. From we have cats actually from all the.
We don't see the slides. We see just first one. We don't see the slides, we just see the first one. Can you please check?
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, but thank you very much. All the time you see only one slide, yes? Right?
Yes, but still it was very interesting to listen to you. No worries.
Oh my God. What about now? I'm switching them. Can you see them?
I see.
It's a pity because this is, oh my God.
Of course, we want to see an art.
Yes, not only in art. My God, thank you that you're saying me because 1 second, I will try to. Maybe this is PDF issue. I don't know.
I think might be a PDF issue. Usually PowerPoint works perfectly here.
Okay, let me share it one by one. So if you see this now,
yeah, we see now. Cool cat.
Okay, cool. Cool. This is our cat. Actually, I will drive through the slides quickly. There are not many of them. 1 second. So share.
We have only 5 minutes for your presentation.
Okay, so great. Thank you. I'm on time. Okay, so this is this slide with United24 platform. So they have the whole website. You can see it. All the projects here. We also among these projects on United24. And next slide is with different cats showing. So I'm just showing one by one. Okay, it is. So with different cats, different equipment, of course, rarity. Want to remind you that and to say that this is Ethereum blockchain. It's a common question why it's Ethereum, but as you remember our mission, you haven't seen it on the slide. It was there, but our mission is to promote, to do this collection. One, to get it to the top, to show our heroism, to engrave it in the history, so it could be only in Ethereum, to make it really valuable. So to gather $1 million, the cost of each NFT, and it's unchangeable. It's around $100 now. So of course, if Ethereum price will go up, it will be higher. But for now, it's $105 maybe. I think so. So let me share now the tab. I think it will be easier for you. Can I ask you if you see the website? I'm scrolling.
Yes, we see it perfectly. Thank you.
Can you confirm, please? Cool. That's cool. That's cool. So as you see, in first 2 hours, we gathered $100,000. So for now, in a week from our launch, we minted 25% of the collection and gathered $250,000, $250,000 almost. So what important to add that we are welcoming everybody to the club, and of course this is a like membership system. Every holder and owner of NFT will be able to log in to the private club with all the offers and benefits for members. Of course, as you know, the NFT is a digital ID. It's a really piece of digital art and collector's item, and we are making. We will make everything we can to make it a really collector's item and valuable. And we have a big plan to do so with our supporters. And of course, this is a digital gift. Another thing that we are promoting as the gifts for the victory of Ukraine. And to remind that all the funds is donated via United 24 Fund. And there's our partners and our roadmap with strategy. So we are in the state of minting now. Partnerships announcement, only 1 week ago we launched. So our first goal is to mint all the collection, to get a blue chip on OpenSea, to launch our club, and to bring some secret things in terms of value. I mean, we have special NFTs, we have influencers to do that. So we are in it on our way for it. In the second quarter, we will work with our partners and club, and actually we are heading to digitalize other things. I mean, it's very popular the mail. How it's called, mail marks. I know. So to do charity merch and drop to the holders in the future. So I'm almost done. The team is more than 10 people. We have our partners from media, from crypto medias, from different medias in Ukraine, our designers here, and it's our website, uacasdivision.com. You can come there and support us. You can join to us as a partner here by minting cats, only by donating. So join us as a partner by donating, present these cats to your community, raise money with it, or just sell it, or just present it, or just mint your cats to yourself via our website. Everything is here. You just creating it, paying with by collecting wallets. All the wallets supported via Wallet Connect, or even by credit card. So thank you for listening, and let's bring our victory, Ukraine's victory, together. Thank you guys. Feel free to ask any questions.
Thank you, Dmitro. It's a great honor to have such talented entrepreneurs from Ukraine working in Web3 world. Very happy to have you here today. And guys, I have already sent a link to the website, so you can jump there, mint NFT. In February, our fund donated more than $4,000 directly to the United 24, and we have already minted more than 15 NFTs as for now, and I think we will mint more. So kudos, Dmitro. Right now,
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, please take a seat if you have 20, 30 minutes.
Sorry, Ivan, I want really, I appreciate and want to say thank you to the 3X Capital, because it's for sure. You bought this cat, you support United, and you support all. We have the shared goal, actually. Thank you for your help, and thank you for support, and for welcoming me here.
Definitely. Thank you. Guys, please feel free to give a round of applause. It was a huge work done by Dmitry and his team. Brilliant. So we can see the adoption, and some good things are happening in Web3 thanks to the technology and the talents that we have currently in the market. Let me share my screen, and we will move to the second part of our event. And today I will be the first speaker. Please confirm if you see my screen. If not, I will check the tech part. Do you see it? The blockchain metrics?
Yes.
Perfect. So speaking about me, I'm in crypto since 2016, actually, but starting from 2017, when I quit my position as a lawyer in the international company, I started to manage my own portfolio, and then in 2018, I was managing a portfolio of my client. I was working for a family office for 2 years. Together and alone as an angel, I invested in 45 crypto projects in their tokens. I hold a PhD degree in international economy that I completed a year ago. And currently I am working as a general partner at 3x Capital and managing our research department, as well as involved in many other activities that we are doing in our ecosystem together with brilliant team. I would like to start with Ethereum metrics. Just before the call, I did a screenshot in order to show you how the system is growing. So currently we have the price of Ethereum of more than $1,600 per one Ethereum. We have more than 1 million transactions in the last 24 hours, and total value locked in the DeFi tools on Ethereum is more than $52 billion. Also, we have quite a decentralized network. I think one of the most decentralized ecosystems right now in the market, with more than 11,000 nodes worldwide. Also, to support the decentralization factor of Ethereum, we can see that amount of validators is growing very fast. So in a year, we have achieved almost 75% growth. So currently, we have more than 500,000 validators worldwide. That's, on my point of view, is one metric that we have to follow. To remind you what is Ethereum, I think many of you are already investors, but still it's a technology for building applications and organizations to do transactions, to hold assets, to communicate without being controlled by a central authority. And this technology has its own cryptocurrency, Ether, which we use a lot for different purposes. Worth mentioning that in the end of February, we had an important event called the Shanghai upgrade, but frankly, it was just the first part of the upgrade called Sepolia, in the testnet network called Sepolia. And based on their GitHub, we will have 2 more upgrades, Go Early and Mainnet. So probably you know that Shanghai marks the end of an undefined lockup period for ETH staking. So users will be free to stake their Ethereum to earn Ethereum rewards that will be distributed automatically, or to unstake their Ethereum to regain full access to their balances. And of course, I think many users will just restake to sign back up and start earning more rewards. Let's move to the next slide. So in this slide, I wanted to show you how the market looks right now in terms of FDV. For people who don't know what is FDV, I will just briefly explain it. So it's maximum supply with average price of the governance token or coin. For instance, the highest FDV, of course, we have for Bitcoin. It's 500 billion dollars in FDV, or even more. For Binance Smart Chain, we have a lower FDV, around 61 billion. And then we can see Cardano, Filecoin, Avalanche, Polygon, Optimism, and other networks that are growing very, very fast right now. It's worth mentioning that we don't see Ethereum here because the total supply of Ethereum is unlimited, so it's not possible to calculate FDV. But it's worth mentioning on the next slide that Ethereum circulating market cap, or we call it CMC, is currently around 200 billion with unlimited supply, as I mentioned before. For Bitcoin, we have 461 billion circulating market cap with 92% liquid supply. So that's important to understand that almost 93% of the Bitcoins are already liquid, and people are holding, trading them, or using for different purposes. Then we can see that BNB Smart Chain has 48 billion of circulating supply, and worth mentioning that around 80% of supply is already liquid. By the way, BNB chain has also many important updates in their ecosystem of blockchains. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to speak about that, but it's something that might make me very passionate and curious to see how the things will go, because they are working in many ways at the same time. And it's worth mentioning that the BNB token has a burning mechanism that allows them to burn around 6% of supply every year. So it has a burning event every quarter, and some 1.5 or 1.3% of supply is burning every quarter. So let's move forward to the next metric, TF, or total fees. Actually, it means the total fees paid by users in US dollars in different ecosystems. So we can see that the highest fees were paid on Ethereum. And this metric, it's worth mentioning that I took this metric for the February, for just 1 month. So we can see that more than 167 million worth of in dollars were paid on Ethereum. Then we can see a BNB chain with 20 million, Bitcoin, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism. Also two important ecosystems that are growing very, very fast, and I will show you more information about them. The second important metric after decentralization, in my opinion, is daily active users. In order to understand how the ecosystems are developing, we have to check this metric monthly. So for February, we can see that we have 1.2 million daily active users on BNB chain. Actually, it's like active wallets addresses that were interacting with different contracts. And we can say that it's more than 75% growth from January. So February is a very important and successful month for Binance Smart Chain. On Ethereum, we can also see a huge growth, more than 35% from January. And we can see that also Polygon has a small decrease from January, 10% decrease on daily active users. And Solana as well, I think around 2% decrease from the previous months. I also wanted to show you some details, especially the numbers that we can see on the year landscape. For instance, for Solana, we can see a decrease in daily active users. If we will compare it a year ago with what we have now of more than 26%. For Ethereum, we have a growth of 5.1%. For Polygon, almost 10%, and for BNB chain, 20% growth in a year. So I think this is something impressive for us, because the market capitalization has fallen significantly, and still we have a huge adoption happening every day, and people are using the technologies in different ways, in gaming, in decentralized finance, and many more interesting niches are coming and booming. By the way, we will share this presentation and a detailed article on this topic with all the metrics from February. And the third extremely important metric is active developers. So I took the numbers from the previous months. The active developers means a number of distinct GitHub users that have made at least one plus commits to the GitHub of the project. So the most active blockchains by developers are, of course, Ethereum with almost 200 active developers and 25% growth comparing to January. Then we can see Kusama with 12% growth. Then Polkadot that has the same number as Kusama, 161, 12% growth from January, and Cardano with 11% growth. Also worth mentioning that Cosmos is skyrocketing and developing very actively and has almost 30% growth from January. Also, I wanted to give you a helicopter view on the developers landscape of the main ecosystems like Ethereum. So you can see that during the previous upgrade that has happened in September, called Paris, or the merge. So we can see that the peak was almost 200 active developers in September and October for Ethereum, and right now we have almost 200. Also, we can see that BNB chain is not actively making updates in their GitHubs. So we can see that BNB chain has around 30 active developers. And we can see that, for instance, Cardano ecosystem is stable there. And also the Cosmos is almost has showed the two times growth from the March 2022 to now. So with over than 160 active developers right now. To sum up all the information, we definitely understand that Bitcoin and Binance Smart Chain have the highest FDVs, and of course Ethereum has an impressive circulating market cap with 162 billion. As I mentioned, it's hard to calculate FDV. I can say it's even not possible to do because of the unlimited supply. For Bitcoin, you can see that 92% of the supply is liquid, and it has more than 331 billion circulating market cap. On daily active users, we see an impressive growth on Binance Smart Chain, on Ethereum, on Polygon. On Polygon and Solana, we see some decrease, and as well as Near has 31% decrease from the January to February. The most active blockchains by developers, as I mentioned, are Ethereum, Kusama, Polkadot, Cosmos. All of them are growing and actively developing their ecosystems right now. I can give a floor for everyone to ask some questions. Feel free to unmute yourself, and hopefully we will have, I think, 3-5 minutes for the questions. Feel free to ask anything if you want. Hello, hello. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. We can move forward with the second part of our presentation. And I'm very happy and proud to invite here Petro, who is senior investment analyst at 3x Capital. Petro is based in Liverpool right now. So if someone wants to meet in London or in Liverpool, feel free to approach Petro after this meeting. So welcome, Petro, to the stage.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction. And I can say, could you stop presenting your screen so I will be able to present my Ivan? Basically also share the presentation, but give me a second, please. Okay, let me turn around to you so you won't be listening from the back. Just a second. Okay, please confirm that you see everything and hear me well, and we will start.
Everything perfect.
Great, thank you. So I will continue, and today I would like to shine more light on DeFi niche performance from February, look into some updates and provide some trends and projections into the future, what we can expect. As Ivan mentioned, I'm a senior investment analyst at Rix Capital. Basically, I joined the team more than a year ago. I'm really happy to be a part of a talented team at Rix Capital. My key responsibilities here are tied to managing deal flow, which we are receiving from venture partners and projects that are submitting through our website. And recently our deal flow grew to more than 120 startups. We are trying to scale it even more. Also, I'm responsible for providing advisory services to startups where we can help projects to build the tokenomics model and also help them with providing support on fundraising and marketing activities. In the past, I was working with data analysis and I'm holding a degree in information system. So I'm really happy to present the DeFi industry state for you today. And let's start with the major update, which Ivan shared with us recently. I'm talking about the Shanghai update for Ethereum. And as we might see that more and more users are looking how to stake their ETH through liquid staking platforms. And according to Dune Analytics, the amount of stake ETH across different pools skyrocketed from the beginning of 2021, where only 265,000 ETH were staked, to more than 16.8 million staked ETH at the moment. And the attractiveness of staked ETH derivatives comes down to two primary factors. The first one is you can generate almost the same yield as you becoming a validator of Ethereum. And the second one, which is the most crucial in my opinion, is liquidity. So you are receiving liquid derivatives on top of the Ethereum, which is staked, and you can use it into another DeFi protocol, for example, as a collateral for lending. And as we are approaching the Shanghai update, and in case of success, we will see that ETH, which was blocked from the start of 2021, will be unlocked and users will be able to withdraw Ethereum. And in my opinion, it's when user will become more comfortable of withdrawing and staking ETH, they will know that it's freely redeemable. We will see that traction and demand for staking ETH will grow, because what we know currently, only 14% of ETH supply is staked. And when we look in comparison to, for example, BNB, which has more than 90% staked, and in Solana we have 68% of token supply staked. And in case of fees becoming withdrawable, the adoption of liquid staking solutions could grow even more, and we can see more competition between platforms such as Lido, Rocket Pool, and others, because currently it's more like a monopoly of a one big player. Moving to another slide, let's look through some main metrics of DeFi industry, and let's start from the total value locked. As some of you might know, the total value locked is the total value of assets which are locked inside a particular DeFi protocol. For example, if we're talking about decentralized exchange, the total value locked might be the liquidity which is locked inside the platform. And as you see from this chart, the total value locked remained almost flat in February. So we've seen that for biggest protocols, in total it grew from 38 billion to 40 billion. It's less than 5% growth. But while three leaders in TVL currently are Lido Finance, which is the biggest liquid staking derivatives provider. The second one is MakerDAO. As you might know, it's a decentralized autonomous organization which stands behind a DIAL stablecoin. And also the third one is Curve, which is automated market maker with low fees, low slippage, and they are leveraging pools that are made up similarly behaving assets. So it's like the main advantage of the Curve. And if you look at total value locked trend, as we've seen in the previous stage, for projects like a MakerDAO, Curve, and Aave, we can see that TVL didn't change in February. So, for example, in a MakerDAO example, we can see that it's stayed flat from slightly higher than 7 billion at the beginning and almost the same result in the end. But for liquid staking protocols like LIDA, it's a different story. We can see that the project started February with roughly $8 billion in total value locked, and during the months gained more than 15% or $1.2 billion in dollar equivalent. So this phenomenon highlights the trend for liquid staking derivatives or LSD. And yes, it's like the main driver currently when we are approaching the Shanghai update for ETH. The next metric is circulating market cap. It's a quite usual and popular metric to estimate the size of the asset or the size of the market. And how it's calculated, it's actually the value of all tokens that are currently in circulation. And in February, we've seen the total market cap of crypto lost around 1% of its size and now is standing at $1.06 trillion. But if you look closer into market cap of top DeFi applications, we can see something similar, similar tendency for decentralized exchanges, automated market making solutions, and various lending protocols, that their market cap change remains roughly flat in February. But as we mentioned, when the TVL for liquid staking derivatives projects grew in February, it's the same case for their circulating market cap and price of the token. If we look at the leading project, which is LIDA, we can see that its token price grew from 2.1 at the beginning of February to almost 2.8 by the end of the month. So it's a huge growth in the value of the token. And which another crucial metric for understanding the health of DeFi market and how actually the money are making here is the total daily revenue. And on this chart, you can see the total revenue for February, and leader by generated revenue in this month. In previous months is DYDX, which is a non-custodial decentralized exchange for perpetual trading. And they have slightly more than 8 million in revenue. And you can see that distribution of the revenue in the months was proportional. So starting from 0 and going to 8, it was no like high increases in revenue. But we can see that for GEMX, it's another case. We can see a big growth in revenue around 10th, 11th February. And GEMX is a decentralized spot and perpetual exchange. It's similar for DYDX, but it's working on Arbitrum and Avalanche networks. And on 11th February, we've seen that the amount of user fees on GMX hits a new all-time high at 5.6 million. And this sudden growth of revenue was actually driven by the close of many open positions from big traders like Andrew Kang and others. And for the comparison, fees not always mean revenue. And for example, this is the case for Uniswap, which is the biggest decentralized exchange, and it's governed by its own decentralized autonomous organization. And you can see that during February, more than 60 million fees was generated on Uniswap, and some other significant fees were generated by projects like Lido, JMX, and DYDX. And this table shows great comparison between the fees and revenue of a particular project. And also we have the understanding of the size of market cap for all of them. And what we can see that, for example, Uniswap having more than 60 million fees by February has actually $0 revenue, because Uniswap can be considered as a centralized entity or single entity which actually generating revenue, because it's a decentralized platform where liquidity providers are having profit from fee which is generated on the platform. The case for Lido is another, because behind the Lido we have the organization which is actually earning profit here, and with the fees of 37.7 million in the last month, we see the revenue of 3.8 million, which is converted into 10% of fees, which is taken from validators' profit on Lido platform. Also worth highlighting the difference between GMX and DYDX. We can see actually that fees for GMX were higher than for DYDX, but the revenue was lower. And the main case here is that on the platform, which is called GMX, we can see the fee distribution between users of the platform, but it's not the case for DYDX, as all fees that are generated on the platform are coming directly to the owner of the company and is considered as a revenue. Okay, and going forward to almost the last slide here, and it's actually one of my favorite new features on the token terminal, which is used by us to gathering data and presenting to you today. And this feature is called financial statement. And here you can see the financial statement of Lido Finance for the past 3 months. And things that are interesting here are the total value of assets that are staked on the platform. We can see the consecutive growth starting from December here, and this growth is quite significant. It means that each month we've seen the inflow of more than 20% into the assets that are staked on the platform. Also, worth attention here is the income statement, and we can see that fees are also growing from December, but starting from January to February, this growth is not significant. We can see only 6% of growth in fees and revenue, but also we see that earnings for this month are negative, and it can be described by the calculation formula of earnings, because it's calculated as a revenue minus token incentives. And we can see that in February, a lot of LDO tokens were distributed between stakers on Lido platform. So we've seen that more than $4 million in token incentives were distributed to users. But also we can see the health of the company. If you look at their treasury, we know that in December, the protocol has around 200 million in treasury, and in February it's even more than doubled the amount of money that is stored in treasury currently. So it highlights that the health of the protocol is good, and they have like a not savings, but they have a health to continue being on the market and being a market leader. And to summarize everything, what we know that by TVL, top decentralized finance applications are Lido, MakerDAO, and Curve. And we've seen this big trend for liquid staking derivatives because their TVL grew 10% plus in comparison to relatively flat TVL of the DeFi industry. And also by cumulative revenue, the absolute leader here is DYDX, but we've seen that GMX is quite fast approaching and growing its monthly revenue at 50% month-over-month pace. And if you look at fees, more than 30% of all fees generated in DeFi industry were generated by Uniswap. So it's a big player here. And also for Lido Finance, and looking into their financial statement, we see that the project is growing its staked asset size really fast and growing it in 4 consecutive months, approximately for 10% each month. And basically, that's it that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for your attention. And if you would like to ask anything, feel free to unmute yourself or, for example, ask the question in the chat. We'll wait for it. We have one more topic to share with you today. Thank you. Okay, if there are no questions, yeah, Ivan, that's okay, thank you. If there are no questions, we can move to our last topic. I'm glad to invite our education program lead, Oksana, who will tell you more about the education program that we are building and what you will get there. So Oksana, I'm glad to invite you here, and the stage is yours.
Thank you, Patro, for your report. And thank you, Ivan, for lots of insights at blockchain. So basically, my name is Oksana, and I'm a partnership manager at 3x Capital. I'm leading the educational department and working with our partners. Before this 3x Capital, I were involved into EdTech startup and participated in Top Accelerator. And after that, decided that it's time to be at the other stage. So my pleasure to join the 3x Capital team. And today I would like to present you our Web3 investor program. So as I mentioned before, we have 3x Capital education direction, and our mission is to unite and empower Web3 professionals to accelerate growth and innovation within the industry by providing comprehensive education on investment analysis. Web3 technology is a rapid growing sector that has the potential to transform a wide range of industries. However, the complexity and technical nature of the field can make it difficult for individuals and organizations to fully understand the potential and risks involved in investment in Web3 projects. That's why we managed to build our Web3 investment analyst program, and right now it's Web3 investor program, and we had more than 1,000 applicants, more than 500 hours in Metaverse, and 4 programs led from our side. And we are happy to announce the 5th cohort of the course, which will start in April 3. So the mission of the program is to give knowledge by providing a structured and in-depth educational program focused on investment analysis in the Web3 space. By bringing together professionals from different backgrounds, the program creates a collaborative and supportive community that encourages knowledge sharing and networking. So participants in the program will gain a deep understanding of key investment analysis concepts, including market analysis, due diligence, risk management, and portfolio optimization. Also, participants can learn about the latest trend at development in Web3 industry. So the program aimed to give a range of unique and valuable benefits for participants. Firstly, participants will have the opportunity to learn from Web3 VC Fund and receive practical experience in preparing analytical reports and researching startups. Also, receiving valuable insights and tools, how to source deals, and how to select the right projects to investment. Secondly, participants will have an access to network in Web3 ecosystem, including VC funds, startup founders, and crypto investors. This network is an incredible and just individual resource for building connections, finding investment opportunity, and staying up to date with the latest trends in the Web3 industry. And finally, our program is in Metaverse, so you will gain unique experiences we now have for big amount of people, but this program will help you, will give you opportunity to join a closed community in Metaverse. By joining a growing community of like-minded individuals, you can connect with others who share your passion of Web3 technology and innovation. So overall, the program offers a unique combination of practical experience, networking opportunities, and immersive learning experience in Metaverse, and give you knowledge how to evaluate the Web3 startups into investment. You will learn from leading experts, you will build connection, and you will explore a new horizons of Metaverse. The program offers a unique and valuable learning experience from 3x Capital general partners, investment analysts, and industry-leading partners of 3x Capital. So during the program, participants will have lectures, receive practical tasks, which help them to implement the received knowledge into practice, and also peer-to-peer mentorship sessions and one-to-one mentorship sessions will help to receive a feedback on the prepared information and analytical reports about early stage investment. And using tokenized assets for education in Metaverse, we would like to share with you that we have 2 NFT passes which give you an access to 3x Capital Auditorium. It's Web3X Guild and Web3X Quad Pass. And by these NFTs, you will receive an access to our Metaverse space, knowledge base, and the community of learners. So we have seed, private, and public sales rounds, and do not miss the opportunity to join this limited opportunity. In case you have any questions regarding the program or you would like to know more, feel free to contact me or any other from our team. We will be happy to support you with all questions you have. And really happy to see with us together today with us our first cohort participants who right now learning how to evaluate the startups into investments, and really hope that guys enjoying the course, and if you would like to share your feedback and some insights from the course, feel free to do it.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm Christina, and I'm currently doing the program with Oksana and all the partners. I can say that I also did other programs, but the difference that makes this one better is the group work that we are doing, because we have some tasks that we have to do in group, but also the one-to-one mentor sessions, and so we can receive feedback, we can improve what we learned, and I think that's a great value.
Thank you, Christina. We're really happy that you are with us, and a pleasure to hear such a wonderful words from you. And yeah, we will have more productive weeks together. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope you got lots of insights as I got, and looking forward to meet you at our next events, at our Metaverse gathering and live events. Feel free to join us on social media. You can you can use the QR code at the screen to find our social medias. And let's keep in touch and see you soon in Metaverse. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Thank you so much, Oksana. I enjoyed the information about the course and everything that we are doing together. It's a great mission to have. And thanks everyone for joining today. It was a pleasure to have you here, and we will be waiting for you on our next events. So stay tuned.